Hey everyone, today I'm going to make a diamonds overview, or rather the diamonds guide in a way. I made a suggestion on how to improve the diamond earnings for free-to-play players and others as well, but mainly focusing on the free-to-play players. The suggestion was supposed to increase the activity of the players, especially in the guilds, because the guild content, in my opinion, is pretty outdated and not really interesting to do, so I made a suggestion that would basically reward you daily or weekly based on your contribution and give you diamonds for it. Now, they haven't really adopted this change, they have instead made the change be rather focused on the seasonal content, which is not a surprise because, well, entire game is basically based around the season, so they want people to participate more in the seasonal content, which I'm fine with, but I really wanted the guild content to be a little bit more alive and basically motivate your players in your guild to do the daily tasks, do the weekly tasks, and etc. for basically more diamonds. This way you would be basically paid by the game, or rather the guild, for your contribution. Unfortunately, as I mentioned, this wasn't adapted, and these changes are actually really amazing, so let's go over them. So the first change is going to be into the World Arena, and each phase of the World Arena will now offer an additional 3 to 4,000 diamonds, totaling 9 to 12,000 diamonds per season. This will be done with the tiers and quest rewards in the World Arena, so basically as long as you free challenges that you get, you will be getting additional diamonds and then some extra diamonds for the ranking. It's probably going to be for the top 100 players, so you would have to be a really good player or a spender or a really old player on the World Arena 1 and 2 to basically get this. World Arena 3 is a bit more difficult because there's a lot of more war zones participating, and yeah, you would have to be a spender, I think, to get into top 100. But for top 100 in World Arena 1 and World Arena 2, you are pretty much safe as long as you have been active and a consistent player. The second change is going to be added into the Abyss Crusade challenge from the Beyond and the Foreign Spirit Calamity, so basically all of the Abyss challenges that are rotating weekly. Each week we have an Abyss challenge, and that's been consistent now. So it looks like there will be some tasks, and in these events you can earn up to 1,500 diamonds per phase and 12,000 diamonds per season for basically just participating, it seems. So we will see when the update lands, but yeah, it's pretty amazing because as long as it's not really locked to placement, but instead to trials, which you get for free, it's going to be really amazing, and we really do need those diamonds. Well, not me personally, but a lot of players do, especially the free-to-play players, and even whales somewhat struggle with diamonds because you would rather spend the money than the diamonds on summons because it ends up being cheaper. So diamonds are a very sacred resource in this game, and I'm glad they finally addressed this issue. Another thing that will be getting additional diamonds is going to be festival events. So all future festival events will include diamonds in free grand prizes with a minimum of 6,888 diamonds per grand prize. 2 festivals events will be held each season. Now, we already knew about this because as the events happen from week 4 to 5 and then from week 7 to 8. This has been a trend for the past 2 or 3 seasons, and this was kind of predictable, but now luckily we will be getting like 7,000 free diamonds from it, which is amazing. Another thing that will be getting the diamonds is seasonal shop. Now, if you don't know, seasonal shop ends up happening first week of every season. Basically, you get stuff for participating in the previous seasons that you can spend in this shop. So you will be getting like a relic chest, like evolve runes for EV heroes, some awaken tokens, some rune purify tokens, and now apparently diamonds. So you will be able to exchange 3,000 seasonal tokens for 6,000 diamonds, and other items will also receive discounts to ensure token consumption remains balanced. Now this is pretty amazing. Now, not that it was needed really, but additional diamonds for free is amazing, so we will take that. Now this is basically total free diamonds per season, approximately 44,000 diamonds. Now keep in mind this is 44,000 on top of 0 what we had. This is going to change the game a lot for free-to-play players, and I'm loving it because free-to-play players can make around 200,000 diamonds a season without any expenses, and yeah, that's basically enough for 2 Fate summons, assuming you spend literally 0 diamonds on anything, but which is never the case. So now you will be able to get guaranteed 2 Fate Summon seasons, and you will be maybe able to scratch 100 Oath Summons and 1 Fate Summon. That's around 240,000 diamonds, which in theory is very possible assuming you don't spend a single diamond, and yeah, good luck with that. It's going to be amazing if it's truly possible. So yeah, overall pretty amazing changes for free-to-play players, and every other player that's in this game should love this change. Additional free diamonds will never hurt anyone, and I'm glad they actually listened to my feedback and the upvotes from every single player in the Discord community. Thank you for it, for supporting the feedback, and hopefully we can keep providing good feedback together in the future. Now they also adjusted the diamonds for whales, or rather for the purchase packages, and those are also pretty amazing and pretty broken buffs. So blessed monthly cards and sacred monthly card will both have doubled diamonds from before. It's basically a really good change, and it makes the cards even better because the price doesn't change, and it's one of the better changes in my opinion they have done for the whales. And yeah, basically it will just double your diamonds income, and it's quite insane by how much that impacts the battle. It's quite insane how much that impacts the monthly purchases, because basically you are getting 2 months in one now value, which was kind of insane. And on top of that, the diamond decree monthly diamond reward is increased from 33,000 to 50,000. That's also 17,000 diamonds additional on top of nothing. So props to the devs for actually listening and really doing amazing changes. Now you can basically purchase a diamond decree and a blessed monthly card, which is a total of $30 or so, and get a Fate Hero copy for it. It's quite amazing, quite cheap, like very cheap. This you can repeat every month, and especially if you purchase the Sacred monthly card, it will basically snowball even further. So yeah, overall amazing changes. So this hotfix will take place October 9th, and we will be getting like additional 28,000 diamonds this season, because half of the season will basically be done by this time, and we missed out on that. But yeah, still better than nothing, and especially good in season 13, where we will get full 44,000 diamonds for free. Overall, I'm very happy with these changes, and I'm glad they listened. So let's take a note how to additionally farm the diamonds. So you can do the bounty trick. This requires bounty level 7. Now, as you can see, my level is 14, but you can do it with bounty level 7. And what you basically do is you just roll for the diamonds. You also use the refresh, which I recommend using, but basically you just use diamonds. You ignore everything else in the game, in the bounty system. You can get the fodder, especially if you are missing a fodder, but if you are not, which is rare, a lot of players do miss fodder, and it's fine to keep fodder, but this is basically how my bounties look. As you can see, I have disabled everything but the diamonds. So as I mentioned, if you are missing fodder, you can do this, and then you can do this. And I would stop there. I wouldn't suggest putting up, I'm not sure why there's duplicates. I wouldn't suggest picking up these. These for 10 shards are not worth it in my opinion. So just keep the diamonds and fodder if you need it. If you don't need the fodder, just remove it and keep the diamonds, and basically you will be making around 1000 to 2000 diamonds. As you can see, it automatically dispatches and refreshes. So yeah, I spent 90 diamonds and got like 400 bag or so. So the trick I showed is especially useful with the monthly blast, because it allows you to get additional refreshes. Each day, first and third bounties are guaranteed to be the highest tier bounty. So this blessed monthly card has always been worth for spending, and it will be especially now worthy because they will be doubling it. Additionally, monthly card will also receive a buff, which I suggest spending on both. Now that they will be getting buffs, it will be insane amounts of diamonds and additional diamonds from the refreshes. Now, if you purchase the monthly sacred, you do not receive the bonuses from the mini monthly, only the monthly. So keep in mind you have to spend for both if you want the bonuses. So I suggest the mini version because it's better, but if you lack diamonds, the bigger version is also okay. Another big source for diamonds comes from the guild chest. However, this is why I suggested the issue to be rewarding the guild chest, because after you reach a certain point, there will be no guild chest, and this feature becomes very useless and there's no diamonds income from it. So in the early game, or rather for the first like 3 months, you will be earning about 3000 diamonds a week, but after that it becomes a dead content, and it's really rare that you get these chests to submit to the guild, so it's pretty bad, and that's why I wanted them to make the diamonds in this section so it revives this part of the game, but they didn't. Hopefully they plan to do that in the future with other ways. But yeah, another way to make a lot of diamonds in the season is with your guild tiers. These give the most diamonds in the season. Nothing else gives as much diamonds as the guild tier. That's why it's very important to be in the best guild you can possibly be in, and you gain some diamonds from the donations. Don't donate the highest tier, donate the gold, that's my suggestion, or donate the small middle one, but yeah, that's about it. So the guild rewards basically the most diamonds in any content that exists, so it's very important to be in the best guild you can be in. And yeah, that's about it pretty much. So another way to farm some additional diamonds is with the Rift Odyssey, but that's not really for everyone that's possible. But yeah, there's some diamonds in here, not a lot though. You earn quite decent chunk if you can keep the first place, but yeah, that's just for the first place, so do not worry about it pretty much. Another way to farm some extra diamonds a season is 4000 diamonds from this section. So you basically just do the tombs and do the most basic task that the game requires, and you will be earning 10 diamonds per tasks, up to 4000 diamonds. So hopefully this video helps you cover the ways to make diamonds. Additionally, you can make diamonds by winning the giveaways that I do, but that's pretty RNG as well, so good luck in that. And yeah, that's about it. So pretty W changes overall, amazing update. I'm so happy they listened, and hopefully we get more good changes like this in the future seasons. Hopefully they start listening to us far more than before. And yeah, that's about it for this video. Again, amazing changes, so overall I'm very happy with them. So yeah, thank you for listening, thank you for watching the video, and see you in the next one.